All right, I have here a Sram X5 shifter. This is the front shifter, and today I went to shift it, and that happened. The lever broke. That is a very bad thing. So I think I can fix it by opening up. So in this video, we're gonna open this up and see if we can identify what's wrong with it. I'm pretty sure there's a pawl inside of there, and that pawl broke. And these things are a nightmare to work with. Kind of like Pandora's box once you get it open. So it has 4 screws on it on the side, and we're going to unscrew these 4 screws and then go from there. Got these 4 screws out. I'm going to put them in a safe place here. Then I'm going to flip this over, and I think what that will do is release the top cap. Go ahead and push the cable out so I can get it out of the way. Set this top cap in a safe place and try to figure out why when I push on this nothing happens. So you want to be very mindful of what's going on here. There's a hole right here and a notch here on the spring that goes down in here like this, and then this is wound up and then held in place back here, and the top kind of keeps it all together. So as we're taking this apart, we just want to remember kind of what's happening here and what's going on. Okay, after you get the top cap off, what we're going to try to do is see if we can remove the bottom cap. And so to do that, we're going to have to release it from the housing here by removing this bolt. Okay, and so what's happening is that the bottom cap here is pinned in by the knob. So what we're going to do is try to loosen this up and see if that will help us get it off. The issue with these is that they're spring loaded, and so we want to do things very gently so we don't just blow the thing open without seeing what's going on first. And so I'm going to try to just loosen this up a little bit and see if we can slide that cap off there without blowing it up too much. So you can see it's starting to separate. Got a spring down in there. I don't quite know what that spring hooks to, except that I know it does hook to the bottom of this. Try to see if I can just wiggle it around, get a good... Okay. So I can see that spring right there, some kind of mechanism. It originally caught in there like that. That's good to know. I want to keep that in mind as I dig around in here. Quit catching on the pole. So just slowly opening this up. Trying to be careful, but obviously not succeeding. This is so tricky. You just want to take note of what all this looks like so we can fix it later on. I was talking about the ratcheting system not working, and it's because there's a pawl here that's just snapped off from inside. It's supposed to come from here, right there, and it just totally broke off. So again, just want to take a careful look here at where all of this goes. I'll slide that out and show you what happened to it. This broken end is being held in place by the spring there, so I just got to grab it and slide it out. I might switch to a different set of pliers. You can see where this was broken. It's supposed to go on here like this. And then this sits up inside of here like this. And it's what ratchets the system when it spins, but because that's broken, the whole thing's toast. If your shifter has that same problem, you're pretty much SOL unless you have another broken shifter that you can salvage that part from, and I think I do. So I'm gonna go take a look at my parts bin and see if I can salvage that part from another one. All right, so what we're gonna do now is start to put this back together, assuming that you're able to source a new one of these. Second piece here. This is the top with these joints here, and this red thing, and there's actually a black one too. And what I'm gonna do is just clean this surface up a little bit. But we also need that surface to be operating smoothly. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of grease. I'm using Slickoleum here. It's like a fork grease because I don't want it to be heavy. Don't want it to slow down the mechanisms in here. I just want it to help it along. So just a light coating on the surface here. Start like that. You have this little spring here, goes on that little dial, and then pinches this stuff together. See, the spring goes on the inside of this mechanism here. There's a slot for it right where this spring ends. It kind of goes in there like that. You can hold it together. Then we put this top piece in. Make sure it's all sitting together like that. Now the trick is this has got to go now in this. Okay, you can see it's going to take some finger work to keep it all together. The real trick here is that this spring is loaded and it has to come all the way over here, hook into the shell. Okay, once you've got it inside the shell here and you've got that spring kind of lock there, you're going to set this down here like this. This will help you kind of keep the whole thing together, allowing you to push up from the bottom. It locks the spring into place. The other thing that you're going to need to do is provide a little bit of tension here to keep these lined up and to keep that tension on the spring. Just kind of make sure that it's all, looks all like it's in proper order. Okay, now this is a tricky part, and I want to show you the bottom here so you can get this lined up. You'll notice right here there's a deeper slot, and that deeper slot is for the little arm that sticks up here. And so when you put this on, you can actually, if you want, take that black piece off first. Put it on there like that. And then take this. And you'll feel when that sets properly. Like that. Now we're pretty much basically ready to screw this back together, and that will help kind of hold everything with some tension so that we're not just squeezing it. Make sure that that screw hole's lined up. It's some of this just minute stuff that can be the hardest. Okay, so almost done here. Just need to fully screw this in. And I have to hold it tight on one side while ratcheting it from the other. Last thing we're gonna have to do is put the spring, top spring on, and then the top cap on. Okay, so if we're putting this last spring on, you have a hole right here. That's for catching the inside of the spring. So we set it like that. And then there's a little hole right out here at the end that this needs to go around and connect to. Just like that. And then we're ready to put the top cap back on. And then when we want to put the new cable in, we can just use the port here on the top. So the cap just sits right down in there like that. And then we use four bolts. that's how we do it.